What's up, Sphinx? How's it going? How's life been? Doing something a little different today. Yoon, I don't know what those characters are. Japanese characters. I will play something after I do the maintenance here. I need to, I've neglected this guitar pretty bad. Korean, my apologies. Sorry, I don't have my contacts in. I was looking at the flag there. But I have neglected this guitar badly, so it needs some serious TLC, a little bit of restringing, a lot bit of fretboard oil, and then I'll play some after I rejuvenate this old boy. If I know where I put my steel wool. Maybe not. Who's Tony Emmanuel? I don't think I've heard of him. Guys, this is not a good start. Who are you? That is a good question. I'm not sure I'm philosophically squared away enough to answer that question. RK, sorry. What the heck, guys? I just had it yesterday. I've never heard of Tommy Emmanuel, so no. Sorry. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to find the steel wool at some point, because that's an important part of doing the maintenance here. Sorry if this sounds terrible in the mic. There's no way I didn't put it away yesterday. So far, so good. Well, let's get this thing unstrung, and then I will figure out where my steel wool went. It's this tiny little, you guys know what steel wool is? It's this tiny little ball that I used literally yesterday. Well, whatever. All right. Anyways, Tennessee whiskey. Look at how dusty this thing is. I've been, like I said, neglecting it in my room. This is the upstairs guitar, and I almost always played guitar downstairs. So this poor guitar has been needing some serious help for weeks now, months probably. Play Katy Perry fireworks. You guys know how Unstringing, whoever reads this now, is manually breathing? You know, that was an interesting, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it's a weird thought that breathing can be both automatic, you know, part of the autonomic nervous system, and completely voluntary, like you're saying, manually breathing. Because when you think about breathing, you start to think about how do you breathe, the musculature around breathing, and but when you're doing something else, it's automatic. You don't think about breathing, and you certainly don't think about it while you're sleeping. So, I am unstringing my guitar. So, you look like Naz. What the heck are you doing awake? What time is it? Relax mode today with your sweater. No orange pants. No orange pants today. My goodness. Was it like middle of the night there, Naz? Yeah, it's gotten a little bit chilly here, so this is my favorite favorite kind of weather. And I am embracing the coming of, what am I doing here? Coming of fall. Alright, banned immediately. Boom. The keywords catch again. It's 1 a.m. Oh, okay. I don't know why I always think that the UK is further along than it actually is. It's my American bias, probably. Skywalker behind me. Or is that Ski Walker, I guess? Hey, that'd be cool if Skywalker was behind me. Even though I don't like Star Wars, that'd be cool. Hello, hello, welcome to the chat. You're a night owl? I don't know if I'm a night owl so much. I used to be when I was in like high school. That was just because we were up goofing around. Holy crap, who strung this thing last? Terrible job. Yeah, these days I'm not as much of a night owl. India, 5:30 in the morning. Oh, yeah, with my poor sleep. You're not kidding. It's been an interesting few days, that's for sure. Tuning guitar, AKS. I am doing some maintenance on a guitar. Maybe this is like guitar maintenance ASMR for you guys. This guitar, it was my second guitar I ever bought. Good morning. I love this guitar. It's an acoustic dreadnought, electric acoustic dreadnought. It's got a really boomy bass, low end. It's great for playing for other people, for sure. In larger rooms. And but I like my mahogany better. I think the EQ is a little bit better balanced, and I like the sound slightly better. Ugh, come on. How's the last few days been for you? Stressed, drained, or cool? Yeah, Naz, probably, I don't know, somewhere in between. I had to, it's always the last pins here in the bridge that are the biggest pain in the butt. Same thing with mechanics. If you have 4 bolts to take off, the first 3 will be easy and the last one will be such a pain. There we go. All right, strings removed. Look at these. These strings have been on for years. This guitar has been sitting in my room on the stand in case I want to serenade my partner on a Saturday morning. But it doesn't happen often, and so, what am I doing here? And so it just sits without getting played, and part of it is like a, sort of a downhill thing where the less you play it, the worse condition it gets in, and then you don't want to play it, so you play it less, and it gets to be a whole thing. These strings, they're supposed to be nice and like almost slippery, and these strings are well past their prime, so I'm happy to be getting rid of them. And then I've got a bunch of fretboard conditioning I need to do. Apparently the nut isn't glued down either. Cool, that's nice. And then we'll sand down the frets and make sure everything's looking groovy. Back to your question, Naz. Yeah, somewhere in between, I think. It's been interesting with the boy, sleep schedule wise. Overall, pretty good. But then I wasn't. I skipped a couple days of working out, and so yesterday I was like, I've got to make sure I get a workout in. So I didn't stream the workout yesterday, just because 1, I was low on time, and then 2, like I just wanted to be able to kind of plug into some music and get a good workout in. So I did supersets of stuff so I could sort of save or maximize my time, I guess. So, yeah, it worked out. Look at how dusty this is. Is that not disgusting or what? Stu, what's up? What's up? Jeremiah, hello from Key West. Cool. Or Key West, Florida. Yeah. I went to Key West for the first time, last December, actually. What the heck? Bad news. Easy use, snake in the grass. What's up, family? Esau, like the biblical character Esau, was he called a snake in the grass? How have you guys been? How's work been, Naz? How's I saw Metric in here earlier. How's life been? Is this? I think this is my. I really should be more organized. I'm just gonna take this nut away. This whole YouTube family is an interesting place. Play us a tune, Guitar Man. Okay, so here's the problem. A little guitar anatomy. In order to play guitar, you need strings. I mean, you can try to play a little bit, but there's nothing to play because I'm Carl. Whatever it takes. I'm just here to get subs, really. I'll sell my soul. I will do whatever I have to do. Anyone that's been here in the chat before knows that I'm obsessed with subscribers, and really the only thing that I care about is conning people into their free subscriptions to my channel. Is just being honest, you know. I don't really want to be portraying something that's not true around here. So, Loco Moco, I like your name though. Sorry I can't play your tune right now, as I'm bringing this guitar back to life, if you will. Work's been crap. Oh, sorry to hear that, but my day's off now, so just enjoying the time and chilling. You never conned me anything. If anything, I conned you for that dog tag. That's true. That cost me so much money to order from Amazon and all of that. Why has work been crap? If you wanna, you don't have to share that. I mean, you know how it works around here. I'll ask some questions. If you're not comfortable answering, feel free to tell me to pound sand. ProBug, I'm doing some maintenance on my guitar. It's been, this is not the guitar that I play usually, and so it's accumulated a lot of dust, and the strings are terrible. Were terrible. I just removed them, and so yeah. Anyways. Do I know music theory? Locomoco. I've played piano for 20 years, guitar for 15 years. I'm okay at music theory, I would say. I probably know certainly more than the general population by a long shot, but probably I would say somewhere around average to slightly above average for musicians. I am certainly no expert in music theory. I have a pretty good ear though. So, do you remember me when you ProBug, do you remember me when you used to do the gym and I used to say that stuff, ProBug? Honestly, I can't say that I do, sorry. Nothing deep, just the usual, demanding customers, work overload and burnout, but Friday and Saturday and Sundays are my days off, so I have the time to recoup and restart the week, plus treat myself. Nice. Did you get any of those facials in, or any of your self-care routine, Naz? Satan, what is the mark of the beast? Tell me. There are lots of theories. No, I was just cussing. I was like, I don't feel bad because nobody was following you. Oh, okay. I'm not too concerned about it, to be honest. I don't like negative things affect me longer than 1 week. To switch off and restart the cycles, I would never allow others to affect my mental health. I love myself too much. That sounds really healthy, Naz. You seem like the kind of person that can, take things seriously, but also sort of put your head down and not brush them off, but I don't know what the right word would be. I guess not get too encumbered by bad news or bad things. So definitely an enviable trait, that's for sure. Oh. That was nice. I don't know how I'm gonna get... I just... You guys. So these are bridge pins. This is a bridge pin. So here we'll do it again with the guitar anatomy. So the bridge pin comes out of the, wait for it, the bridge right here. Okay. Some of you don't care and you're gonna click off and that's fine. Sammy, hello. So this sits down in the that hole. There are 6 of them on a 6-string guitar. Sorry, I'm trying to grab a string here. It has a little groove. This one's beat the heck up. I need to replace it probably. But it has a little groove in there. And it sits down in there. You put the string down and then you seat this pin and the string kind of sits something like that in there. So it's it's a tapered pin. So there's a little bit of a tension mechanism, and then the ball end of the string sits in there and it holds the string nice and tight. If your bridge pins were malfunctioning a little bit, you might not be able to keep your tuning, which sucks. You don't want to be playing and going out of tune all the time. So let me try to dig this thing out of my deck. Sammy, are you going to help me dig this out of my deck? What do you think? Whoa. There we go. Rescue operation complete. Did a facial at home, no Korean facials this week, very costly, but I'll get a massage tomorrow. Oh man. Can play Last of Us Them. Do you mean like the TV show thing? I don't think I've learned any Last of Us. I'm a nurse, remember, we're very resilient, yes. Grateful for that. Will you play some tunes or is today guitar maintenance? I'll probably play a little bit after I finish getting the guitar all set up and situated. Hello Tess, good to see you again. Zach, sorry I missed your last few lives. That's okay, it's all good. Don't tell anyone else on the stream right now, but nobody's obligated to attend my live streams. I know you guys have lives outside of YouTube, as do I. And so, yeah, no hard feelings. I hope life's been good. But yeah, like I said, don't tell anyone else. Everyone else is under the impression that I'm forcing them to watch this. So, it kind of does, Naz. It kind of does. I might even have a cigar tonight. We'll see. If you were on in the beginning of the stream, I was desperately trying to find my steel wool. I know, wasn't find it. So I'll probably have to do that. Hello from Brazil, Lucas, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I feel obliged to come on your live as I have responsibility as we are officially a multicultural family. That's awesome. Multicultural, highly dysfunctional family, I think is what we had decided it was. As my profile picture's AI generated. I've been wanting to change it, but I don't know what to change it to. Oh, my profile picture was I hired an artist on Fiverr to do a, what's it called? Single line? Not thin line. Line art? Line art, that's what it's called. A line art portrait of a picture I took. So I think he did a fine job. It was great, so I put it up there. Ryan, I am a genetics scientist, so I'm not in research. I support a lot of different customers in the US doing what they need to do on the science realm, and I support them by making sure their instruments are running properly, their analytical instruments. So yeah, that's what I do. That's the kind of scientist I am. There we go. Ryan, what do you do? What state are you? Eastern US, Adonis. It's a little specific as I'll be. It's cool. Zach, leave it. Play something or just talk. Okay, I'm gonna talk and do this maintenance. I think we're all good here. Yeah, feels good. All right. Can you guys bear with me for a second? I need to go back inside and find my steel wool because I have to sand these frets down. And I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry if that hurt your ears. Yeah, bear with me. I'll be right back. Sammy, are you keeping everybody entertained while we're gone? I found it. It was in the couch cushion. I was doing my other guitar last night, and it was it's this tiny little bundle of steel wool, and it has to be kind of small because I don't want to sand down the wood in between the frets. We can bear a few minutes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay. So I am going to do a better job wiping the dust off of this thing. And then we begin the tedious task here of using our fret guard and our steel wool. You want to see this a little bit closer? I have a few line arts myself I've thought about putting as my profile, but don't know. I'm an adult now, but when I was younger, I was groomed by a man on Facebook. That is terrible. I'm sorry to hear that, Zach. I'm very wary about putting pictures of myself online. Yeah, totally reasonable to be incredibly cautious and wary of that. Sorry that happened to you. That's terrible. We just saw the shadow of Sammy's tail wagging. That's all he gave us a Halloween trick. Left it when your frets and fret eraser for polishing frets. Yeah, Ryan, I really should upgrade, to be honest. I feel like the theme of my life so far has been one of two things. If I need a tool, I'll buy a really good one, and then it's like all good to go. Or I will get, I'll get a tool that's like definitely sufficient. For instance, like this, where it's like, yeah, you can get the job done and get really nice looking frets with a fret guard and some steel wool. And this is how I've been doing it for 15 years or so. But then there's sometimes there's a tool where it's like it offers you all the creature comforts, but sometimes it's like double the price or triple or even like 20 times the cost. And it's like, it's just hard to justify putting out the extra money for something when I have a piece of steel wool. Literally this steel wool I've used for 10 years. And so, yeah, I don't know. There's kind of a fine line. I did, however, as an example, I started working on cars in 2012. And so I kind of bought the basic tools you need to start working on vehicles. And one of those things was a floor jack. And it was just a real basic, kind of cheap floor jack, but it did the job. And I was working on my truck a couple days ago, and I realized, like, why haven't I not upgraded this? Like, I paid maybe like $80 for it back in 2012, and all these years later, 12 years later, I'm still using the same thing, and I could get something that is like got all kinds of way easier features, easier to use, probably a little bit safer, all of that for not that much money. So I finally went and got myself an upgraded floor jack, which I was very happy about, and I've yet to use it. I'll probably use it tomorrow because I got all my parts in for the Chevy. Did I tell you guys I thought the one of the brake lines had gone and drained brake fluid all over the driveway, but I just, for obvious reasons, for those of you that know what's going on a little bit with my life, didn't have the time to investigate it. And I finally jacked it up and pulled the wheel off the other day, and to look around, and it turns out that it was actually the axle seal that went bad. So you have your differential in the back rear that has a ratio of gears that turn your back wheels independently. That's your differential, and that holds a bunch of lubricant in there. You definitely don't want it to not be lubricated. And there's a seal that is at your wheels, and it went bad and drained all the fluid out onto the driveway, which I realized I should have known that right away, because when I walked out there and I saw the problem, I was like, smells like differential fluid, and it actually was. But anyways, let me catch up here. Sorry, I've been blabbing away. Tyler, what's up, man? Welcome. Adonis, what brand of guitar do I like the most? I don't really care, to be honest. I don't have enough experience playing guitar extensively on one brand and not another, and so I can tell you what I like, but I don't know that I'm a good reference point for like understanding all the brands. This is a Yamaha. I've played, this is my second Yamaha. My first one ever was a Yamaha. I do like Yamaha. I don't have any issues with it, but currently I love my Orangewood Ava Mahogany. If you guys have been on stream before, that's the guitar I use typically. This is a spruce top acoustic electric, and so yeah, no complaints about this guitar. And then I have two Music Man electric guitars. File said it's $85. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had to level frets, Ryan. Maybe I should need to, but I just I have not done that. But that sounds amazing. I don't know if I want to drop $85 though on it. I think you're the type of person you'd buy top class things if there's a need for it, but if there's no need, you can improvise and do it yourself. You would try that first. Yeah, absolutely, Ness. That's that pretty much nails it. Which is why my you know, I started with the garage gym pretty, you know, not with a lot of stuff, and some of it wasn't that great of quality. You guys, I wasn't even streaming at the time, but I just upgraded my power rack after about 7 years, I think, to what you guys know is my power rack. And then I got that cable machine in recently. So yeah, I just kind of roll with what I have, and don't get too wrapped up in the newest thing. Try not to, anyways. Although I am always tempted to buy the new iPhone. They don't always get me, but I always do have that September envy when the new iPhone comes out. I think I upgrade on average like every other year, so I don't think that's too bad, right? And see, I am a baseball fan. I haven't followed it much, but I did put it on inside the house right behind you so I can kind of take a peek. And I saw that the first ever walk-off grand slam happened last night by Freddie Freeman to win it in the bottom of 10 for the Dodgers. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for anybody. But pretty cool. Freddie Freeman seems like a really good dude, family man. I saw an interview with him where he was like, the guy interviewing was like, what was that like to hit that home run? Are you able to process it? And he's like, honestly, like I hit the home run and then we won the game, and then I went home and my 3 little kids were still up at 11 p.m. and they were screaming because they didn't want to go to bed and they were super tired, and then we didn't get more than 2 hours of sleep, and now here we are for game 2. And I was like, that's my kind of guy. It's like, he's seemed really down to earth, family man type of guy, taking care of his family, doing bedtime after walking off game 1 of the World Series for his club. Pretty cool. Zach, when I was in band class, we had Yamahas. I played the French horn and it was so heavy. Yamaha makes French horns, huh? I didn't know that. Yamaha makes a lot of stuff. And generally I just don't have issues with it, to be honest. Every new iPhone is the same iPhone. I would have to say NC. That is categorically false. There's always something new about the iPhone. It's just a question of magnitude, and nearly every year it's pretty underwhelming. So if you mean they don't change a lot, I agree with you. PixArt by Nico. Welcome from Germany. Ouch, that hurt. Cool. I wish I knew German. All I can say is Guten Tag. And that's probably terrible German pronunciation anyways. And bestes Mensch. Some of you will get that reference. Some of you will not. I did not... Naz, pop off. They could sense the energy. I had my iPhone for years, finally got a new one a few years ago, and I had to get used to the lack of home screen. Oh, like the home screen button? Yeah, when you upgrade, when you upgrade after having an old iPhone, it's usually quite the difference. But year to year, upgrades are not usually that crazy. Is anybody going to be devastatingly offended if I have a cigar while we're on here? One of my relatively rare treats. Probably shouldn't even ask. I think last time I was on here and I had a cigar, not the last time, you know what I mean. We had like multiple people be like, don't smoke, it's bad. And I'm like, yes, I know, I am aware. Probably even more aware of literature on smoking and its deleterious effects on health in general than you are, but I understand that it's certainly not everyone's thing. And I do not smoke regularly. Okay, we are... Zach got my back. I know you had my back before too when somebody was freaking out. Don't smoke! It's like, don't not work out. I don't know, don't not eat. Okay, I think we're in good shape. Sense of humor, you give it back. Hardcore, no, I wouldn't be offended if you smoke a cigar, but I advise you smoke a few puffs and that's all. Keep those lungs clear. Naz, I would expect nothing less from the resident nurse. Yeah, like I said, it's not a regular occurrence for me, but I do like one here and there. This is my favorite part. You guys ready for this? My favorite part of doing, what the heck was that? I just spilled a bunch of oil on my jeans. Oh well, they're blue jeans. It's my favorite part. I try to make this as artsy as I can. Shakla, what's up? How's that? Can you see the squiggle? I don't know if you can tell with the light or not. I don't know. This thing is gonna take so much oil, it's not even funny. Oh my goodness, it's already soaked in. I also lost one of the inlays, which kind of makes me very sad because I have no idea where it is. It's probably somewhere in my room, sitting, I don't know, sitting, maybe Sammy hid it from me. Maybe that's what it is. Back. I'm a nurse, but I also care for you genuinely as you're a good man. Oh, I appreciate that, Naz. You guys know I care about you guys too. And by you guys, I mean all of you. Sorry about my my linguistic idiosyncrasies there. It's a difficult habit to kick. Does the oil smell of anything? Sammy, what does it smell like? What does the oil smell like? It's kind of, it doesn't have a really stringent scent, but it is kind of a little woody and slightly lemony. Just the tiniest bit lemony, I would say. Chocolate, what you been up to? Good to see you back in here. Every once in a while, I like to ask you guys what the best part of the recent past has been. If you've had a really crappy week, you can try to reach back a little bit further if you want. You know, crappy weeks and months, and sometimes years happen, so I understand that. But if you can identify any positive things in the past week or so, or even just today, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'd like to know what some of the good things have been. And they don't have to be big. They can be pretty small. I saw a sunrise or a sunset or something. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. I like the smell of it too, and nail polish remover. Yo, Zach, I'm with you. My partner thinks I'm crazy because I like the smell of gasoline, used motor oil. What nail polish remover is isopropanol IPA. I smell that all the time at work just because it's part of the solvent set that we usually use. So I'm totally with you with nail polish remover. What else? I think that's it. Those are my my toxic traits for my smelling preferences. For anyone reading this, don't actually smell petro nail polish remover. People have died from that. Don't huff anything. Agreed. Thank you for the disclaimer, Zach. Always good to have that disclaimer. As a scientist who has worked around chemicals for a while now, I would just say don't go around sticking your nose in things. Just in general, there's a technique where you can, it's called wafting, where you can open something and use your hand to move the air towards your face, and that way it deconcentrates the aerosolized properties of whatever you're about to smell. Instead of sticking your nose in the nail polish remover, you know, you could waft it. That's a really a legitimate technique, but just in general, don't go sticking your nose and your eyes and stuff into things. That's what I recommend. Yeah. Zach, I knew we were a dysfunctional family. Oh, I missed something here. Shuckle, I'm trying to sleep so bad. How you been doing? Oh man, sorry to hear that. Garbage sleep is no fun. Speaking of which, there was a comment weeks ago. It was a long time ago on stream. Somebody mentioned Brian Johnson. He's sort of like a longevity guy who's coming up with all sorts of protocols to try to live for way longer than what is expected. And he apparently made it his goal to achieve 100% sleep score via the Whoop wearable technology. I've worn a Whoop for about a year and a half until about a year ago. So pretty cool tech, but I didn't want to wear it anymore for various reasons, which I can talk about if you want. But what was I gonna say? Oh, he did like 6 months of 100% sleep. Now, to give you, a little bit of a, for instance, I never achieved 100% sleep score with the Whoop over a year and a half, almost 2 years of wearing it. And so I think the highest I got was like 98, but that only happened a couple times. Usually it was between like the 80s, 70s and 90s. David, what's up? We got the crew coming in. Welcome, welcome. So anyways, yeah, pretty crazy. His routine though to sleep is absolutely wild. Let's see. I went hiking and came across a natural moat. It was very beautiful. I sat there for an hour, turns out, a week before a 12-year-old was killed and buried right there in that place. Spooky stuff. Oh, geez. Wow. That's, ooh, that's dark, man. Wow. They say you might have deficiencies if you like these weird smells. I mean, I like hanging out with you guys, so something's got to be wrong with me, right? That's terrible. You know I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. Got diagnosed with severe vitamin D deficiency. Crazy stuff. It's severe is not common. Vitamin D deficiency is very common, actually, but not the severe part. So hopefully you can supplement your way out of that. Clear orange pill for it. Do you guys know how many IUs you're on for that? International units. That's what vitamin D dosages usually come in. Estrada Gusta. Hello. Sorry if I butchered your name pronunciation there. Welcome to the stream regardless. We all deficient in the UK with the sunshine vitamin. Yeah, that's for sure. Play your love, the outfield. David, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you. Hopefully you sleep well. I'm very deficient, man. Clearly. 60,000 I use liquid once a week. Okay, 60,000 over a week. Okay. Yeah. I look very sleepy and tired. I'm pretty tired. We have a 10-day-old child, and if any of you have any personal experience with having a 10-day-old and or have family members with a 10-day-old, you know that it is not conducive to good, consistent sleep. Shotgun. Yeah, Tess, you make a good point. My vitamin D deficiency isn't severe, but like I said, I do take a pill. Yeah. Yeah. I think most people, if you're getting tested, are going to realize that you're probably deficient. That's for you, Naz. From the Philippines. It's definitely not from the Philippines. Oh my goodness. Brutal. Brutal. Sammy, what are you doing? That is, the Philippine stuff is so unhinged. Just drip some water on there. It's fine. It's totally fine. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Just wait till you guys see how I restring this thing. I finally, after 15 years of playing guitar, finally came to a stringing methodology that I really like. Dahlia, what's up? Welcome for the first time. I'm from the US. You look young, so you have to be 10-year-old child. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 12. 10-day-old, yeah. Sammy loves you. He's close to you more than your partner. Sammy is doing her thing. She literally, I think I've said before on the stream, but I sat here with a good friend from college a few months ago. And we sat here from about midnight until 6 in the morning. And Sam was here with us the whole time. Yeah. Zach, what are you doing? You trying to out me as not a 12-year-old? I can't believe that you'd give me away like that. Tender Surrender by Steve Vai. On acoustic guitar? Bro, do you even know how guitar works? A Steve Vai song on acoustic? I don't know that song. Maybe it's an acoustic song, so roast me below if it's an acoustic song. But I think I've only ever heard Steve Vai songs that were electric. She's so cute. She just hangs out with you. She can't keep away from you. That's true. She is, she sticks with me like crazy. And she's just out here making sure everything is copacetic, as they say. Three triplets from the Philippines. I feel obligated to tell you, Naz, that 3 triplets is redundant, and even on my sleep-deprived brain. Is that a bad guy or a good guy? Good guy? Alright. 3 triplets named Zach, Naz, and Shukla. That's hilarious. Probably true. Do you want me to, do I need to pull out my dad voice for you guys? Look at these. Is there anything more beautiful than a pile of brand new acoustic guitar strings? I mean, come on now. Okay. Where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is. You have to be a bit careful when you're unwinding guitar strings because quite a bit of tension on them. It's like a couple springs. Let them go. And then what you really want to do is make sure that you have the correct gauge string at the correct position. So starting from this end, E is the bass note, and as you go further along you get higher strings, so the diameter, the gauge of the string increases. It seems counterintuitive, but a low gauge, now as you probably know this from using needles, low gauge is thicker diameter. And so if you're not sure when you get down the pack, here's a little hack for you. If you hold the strings in the same spot, whichever one droops the lowest is a lesser gauge because there's more flexibility. So, although in this case, I guess that's true for the upper strings. I can visually see that the yellow is the larger gauge. So anyways, maybe my hack is terrible. Don't listen to me. That's what I've always used for the upper strings, but I've never done that for the lower. Oh, Naz, I don't, and you shouldn't ever inhale a cigar. A cigar is just tobacco. Like cigarettes, they add a ton of chemicals in for like rapid uptake in your bloodstream and all sorts of other stuff. Cigar is just tobacco leaf, 3 different versions of it, and so you would not want to inhale it. I don't really, if I have like this whole thing, I'll feel a little bit, what would you say? Kind of like focused and maybe a tiny bit jittery, I guess is what I would say, and that's the nicotine working in the tobacco leaf. But I don't inhale the cigar. That would be, yeah, very bad. I had no idea those things came in ring-shaped packages. Seems like that could bend them and make them less useful. Keep in mind, I have no idea what I'm talking about, just my own guess. Yeah, so you can bend them in a circle, but if you were to crimp it, it would not recover from that. So it would crimp, but as long as you've kind of got like a little bend in it, it's okay. That's a big blunt. It's not a blunt. Oh yeah, I'm not, yeah. Do I feel good when I smoke it? I don't know that I feel like a really nice immediate effect. Some people that are like nicotine dependent can like get their first hit and they feel like the what would you call it? Like the first hit of nicotine. Like I said, I don't smoke that much, so I don't have any nicotine dependence at all, so I don't get that hit at all. I like them because I usually have it when I'm very much relaxing. I like the taste of it, especially if I pair it with a really nice whiskey or a scotch. Here, see if I can have you guys see this too. So yeah, I think it's kind of the factors around having a cigar, plus I like the taste that adds up to the nice experience, and not as much the whole like it's the cigar that does it for me thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Do you like languages? I don't. I hate languages. I translate songs as a hobby. No, I'm just kidding. Do I like languages? I only fluently speak one. Well, two if you considered idiot. But yeah, I would love to be multilingual, but I'm only pretty elementary. Pretty elementary level French. So I can read it okay. And gotta make sure I don't mess this part up, because if I do, I'd burn an entire set of strings. So yeah. When you have a child, how important is it for a man to have space for himself? That's a great question. And actually, now that I realize it, I realized I didn't scrape my frets out yet. So let me do that really quickly. Get all the skin out of there. Yeah, I mean, space. Oh, that is really sharp. Let's not do that. A physical space, probably less important. I think there's a huge thing about men and their like man caves and stuff like that. I mean, like the idea of having a man cave for like a movie, you know, movie time is great, but I would much rather, you know, down the road, have a space to watch movies with the family, you know, the whole family. You know, when this is being a parent is not new for me at all, or my partner. And so, you know, usually, especially with the foster kiddos, we connect really well with them over what shows they like to watch, especially the ones that are older, like in their teenage years. So, I mean, the idea of like a space, I think is a little bit, it's kind of like one of those tropes, like the useless cliches, happy wife, happy life, or you know, honeymoon period, just wait, one day you're gonna hate each other. And like there's a lot of really sort of pessimistic feelings out there about marriage and partnership and all that, that you know, you can, thankfully, as an individual, you can live your life and kind of route it how you see fit. And that whole like man cave, dad has a space thing, yeah, there's a place for it probably, but it might be, in my opinion, it might be a little overvalued, because I think, you know, I've experienced and I've heard a lot of stories about dads who are essentially just negligent because they prioritize just watching the ball game or whatever in their den or whatever. They're not a part of their family. So that's not how I want to orient my life. They're individuals and they can make that choice. It's just not the choice I want to make. So space for me to mentally have a break and to think, yes, can be very helpful. Sometimes the physical space can aid in that, but you know, not necessary. I think for all of us, though, just in general, it's important that we can recognize in ourselves the deer are trying to invade the yard, and Sam will not let them. Sorry. It's important for us to recognize in ourselves, you know, levels of stress. And to make sure that we're being... She's really hot about something. Hey, Sammy. Hey. Hey, it's okay. It's all right. She's very bothered. Sammy. Hey. deer aren't coming around anytime soon. Anyways. Hey! Hang on a sec. Sorry about that, guys. Turns out it was a poor person walking with their dog, and Sammy was... She never leaves the boundary, but I don't like to let her just yell at people as they're walking. Although I wouldn't expect anyone to be walking around here at this time of the night. It's literally pitch black out there, and somebody's just walking? I don't know. No judgment, I guess, but it's kind of weird. Okay, so where were we? Figuring out when you're stressed out, and also finding out if you're a young person, you won't know, sort of necessarily what resonates with you in terms of what speaks to your, what would you say? What speaks to your soul, and in a way that sort of refreshes your mind, kind of de-stresses you. You won't necessarily know that right away. And that's okay. Like you don't have to know what really works for your own self. It's all a progression. Try a lot of different things. For me, it's being outside and working with my hands is huge, and also yeah, just doing stuff like going on hikes, having good conversations with friends one-on-one. That's what really works for me. So everyone kind of finds their own niche, but I would definitely recommend it for sure. Sorry, I'm catching up here. Speak, I'm learning Portuguese. Cool. 16 grammar rules, no exceptions. Oh, cool. Truth hurts. I don't know why when I get to the G string, I get loopy and my perfect 3 times round starts to look like I have the last 3 strings. Upward spiral. Wait. I get loopy and my perfect 3 times around. Oh, I see. Starts to look like I have a kink in the last 3 strings in my downward spiral. Yes, truth hurts. That is a very common thing. It takes a long time to get comfortable and sort of used to stringing, especially the non-wound strings. So that last GBE or just BE on acoustic. And so I don't know. I'll show you how I do it, but it does take time. And I will say, this helps a lot to kind of help with it. I understand what you mean, though. Truth hurts. If you can learn a classic IE language with proper vocabulary, you can easily learn other modern IE languages. Sounds great to me. Yes, you say this as your partner is supportive and doesn't give you a feeling that you need space as she already gives you. It's all about the partners and efficient communication. Yeah, it's true. A lot of people don't have the luxury of having a supportive partner, and that's really unfortunate. It's life is pretty hard, and it's not all linear either. It's not like you just like win the lottery. Once and then it's like all fun from there. It's a constant. A relationship is a constant thing to improve and try to make better and stronger over time. And so yeah, it just takes a lot of time, but very grateful for a supportive partner. Head is tilted to the side. I'm typing with one hand. Oh yes, the whole like, oh, the cat is sitting on my head. Fun fact, Hungarian, Finnish, and Estonian aren't IE language. What is an IE language? I feel like I'm out of the loop here. All right, let's see if I can show you guys how I do this here. Indo-European, there we go. See, you taught me something new, guys. So what I like to do, I don't know if Truth Hurts or Speaks or whatever your name was, sorry, is here. What I like to do is thread the string through the first peg, and then thread it all the way to the second peg, and then clip it right about there. That gives me about the right length of string that I need to work for, and then I pull it back until there's maybe about I would say 1 centimeter to 1/4 inch past the headstock. I don't know if you can see that at all. This little extra tail, I give it a little bit extra, and then I hold really firm pressure this way on the guitar, and then I start winding it. And the first wind has to go over that tailing end, and then the second wind has to go under, and that creates the clamping effect to keep your guitar in tune. So let's see if I can do this properly here on camera. Not if I keep dropping my nut here. I need to glue this down, but I don't have any glue with me. The strings will keep it down eventually. This is cramping my string winding style though. Okay, look at that. We have a string sound. I hear someone walking behind me. I'm back. How's the air out there? It's pretty good. It's the deer. It's gotta be the deer. Borgia, I'm from the United States. The other thing is I love, I don't love, what am I saying? If you stretch the strings like this, after you string it for the first time, it'll take a lot of time time out of having to retune your guitar over and over. I also don't have a, oh yes, I do have a tuner here. And on the first tune, I will tune past my target note to get the extra stretch. So your bass string is an E. I'll tune to an F just to get it to stretch out pretty well, and go from there. So that is number one. Yep, most European languages are descended from around Iran and India, but the languages I mentioned are not. Interesting. Cool, cool. I wonder how Eurasian languages stay out of IE loop with the oh my goodness, you guys know a lot about this. Wow. I love it. Locomoco. Patience. Patience is a virtue. It is a Gibson Jumbo. It is a Yamaha Dreadnought, acoustic electric, not all from Iran. And that in Spanish class. They call it PIE now, Proto-IE, and place its homeland around Central Asia. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Good to go. Next string. For the love of all things not ridiculous. Just threw my peg winder on the ground and all the batteries went flying. One moment, please. What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. OJ Simpson, fart into the guitar. Oh my goodness. What is with all of the fart jokes? It's really kind of astounding. Wait. This diagram confuses me. Let's see. I remembered the Hungarian and Finnish, but I had to look up Estonian because I knew it was the third one. Sorry, Estonia. Messias Viana, what's up? You're babbled? I don't know what you're saying. Anyways, should I speak non-IE language as an IE speaker? It's distinctively hard to pronounce. Interesting. Confusion, like the Tower of Babel confusion? Is that what that comes from? All right, second string. Let's try not to knock everything off the table. Listen. If you could automatically know any language, which would it be? That is a good question. I'm not sure I have a good answer for you. I think probably Mandarin. It's probably the Sami language. I already speak Sami. What you talking about? Sorry. I'm not used to trying to do this on camera, so I'm not doing this in a way that shows it very well to you. Banja, Eastern United States. That's as specific as I get here. I'm sure there are plenty of people on YouTube Live that would love to tell you exactly their coordinates, but I am not one of them. What's going on with the game? I don't know. Is this from Philippines? I can't believe... Naz, you've created an absolute beast. Where did that even start? Did you just randomly come up with that, Naz? Me being into like Filipino women? Was that just like something off the top of your head? I have to know. That didn't sound good at all. Something went flying. Perfect. I don't know what just went flying, but something did. All right, 2 done, 4 to go. Early stages test you to show an interest. My memory is not perfect. However, I have absolutely zero recollection of expressing interest in Filipino women. Nothing against them, of course. Most recent stream this, not including this one, and it didn't seem to go. Oh, the one by the truck, Zach? Is that the one you're talking about? That was one of the cursed live streams. I'm sad you weren't on it because you would have gotten your fix of thinking trolls were funny. It was like one of those streams that just started off poorly, and then I decided to not do the drum breaks while I was there, and so it ended up just being like me talking to the camera, and then realizing that essentially everybody, well, not everybody, there are some people there that are legit, but a lot of people were there to just troll, which was funny. Don't worry, I have a great memory to remind you. Oil it up, big guy. Oil what up? That's what I already did. It's all, the fretboard is already oiled. And we haven't reached, what do you say, 10,000 subs yet? So, or was it 100,000? Somebody told me to get oiled up on stream, and I said 100,000 as a joke. We're never gonna hit 100,000 though. Well, you guys do know how much of a sellout I am for subscribers, so maybe we will. All I care about is subscribers, as you know. That's it. I think, forget the tunes today, just do the maintenance. They want you to oil up. Oh, with baby oil. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to view baby oil the same way ever again. So right now, how many songs can you play with 3 strings? That's the question. The guitar drill is the most fascinating thing I've discovered this week. It is a peg winder. That's all it does. It literally is made to wind the pegs. Depends on the guitar, Zach, but this one has 6 strings. It's a pretty typical guitar, 6-string guitar. Some of them are 12 strings, some of them are 7 strings, 8-string guitars. A lot of metal music uses 7-string guitars. So what can we play on? I've never played a guitar without all these strings. Nicely out of tune. We'll get there. All right, next one. How long is a piece of string? It is exactly that long. And the end is unwound for the wound strings. I don't know if you can see that. Womp womp. Play a depressing, sad tune. Did I miss a terrible joke? Baby oil smells so nice. I wish I could apply it in my palms. Will society accept me? No, Shukla, they will not. P. Diddy might, though. So, if that counts for anything. Sorry, too soon. That's too soon. Terrible things. Go to jail. All that stuff. Did I miss a joke there? Zach, why'd you say womp womp? Depressing and you get cold and dark longer nights. Oh geez. That sounds depressing. Hello from Alabama. If I had more strings on the guitar, I could play Sweet Home Alabama. But I don't. I only have 3 strings working on a 4th currently. Which, as it turns out, despite her UK heritage, is Naz's favorite song. She's practically an American at this point. Loves Sweet Home Alabama and Eastern barbecue. One of the very few people from the UK that are cool. Roast me in the comments. Okay, switch. Hello from Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all. That's for all the Filipino jokes. Catherine, Alabama. Who's Catherine, Alabama? And why is she so important? For guitars that can be strapped with thread, can I make a new leak and put a strap button on it? I think I know what you mean, and the answer is yes. I did that with this guitar. I drilled a hole right here and installed a strap button, if that's what you mean. Where's Lauren? She disappeared. Oh, no, what was Lauren's other name? Naz, you came up with a different name for Lauren. I can't remember. Luis, that's it. Yes, I really don't know anyone from the UK other than Naz. I've known a few Canadians. Yeah, all the people from the UK that I've ever met just want to be American, is what it comes down to. They wish they would have won the war, but they didn't. With the best naval force, potentially in history. They got smoked by a bunch of cowboys. In the 1700s, and ever since then, they just wish that they could be American. They just decided that we're that much better, and wish they didn't live in the UK. Go live in Montana. All jokes. Cursed history. All jokes, Naz. And anyone else who's refusing to sleep and be anything less than a vampire from the UK, all jokes. It's just not being serious. But seriously, how did you guys lose? That is... takes a special army to lose the Revolutionary War. Love from India, right back at you. P initial, good ending. P Shukla, bad ending. P What? I am the noise opera. What's up? I don't know what a noise opera is, but it sounds kind of cool. Make it a great night. Already is. Just put a bunch of ash on my guitar. Just put new strings on my new electric Fender Telecaster. Congratulations. New guitars are so much fun. I put new strings on my acoustic that I play all the time, and only after playing it for a few minutes. See, this is what I was talking about. The larger gauge string is higher up because it has more tensile strength at this point. So there you go. Only after I strung my, I don't know where that went, my acoustic did I realize I put electric strings on it, Chris. So yeah, that was a whoops. I'm leaving it though, because I don't feel like burning the strings. Strings are not really that cheap, to be honest. Not decent strings anyways. So sometimes when you're an idiot and you make a mistake, you just gotta roll with it for a while until you decide that you deserve to reclaim your less idiot status. Sorry, I'm not really doing this on screen here. Bear with me. Thank you. I'd like it. Fender CD60. 60? Yeah, mahogany. Sweet. I was just saying my my mahogany acoustic is my favorite guitar that I have. Ooh, I would not make a good phlebotomist. Yikes. Trying to thread this needle. For these smaller gauge strings, higher gauge rather, smaller diameter strings, I thread it through the hole a little bit and then I actually crimp it to the one side that I'm going to hold against. It kind of helps with some of that slack. And winding the peg the right way would be nice. I'm from Scotland. Oh, we were just talking about how much we love people from the UK. Welcome to the stream. Stream on YouTube, not IG or Twitch. Good question. I don't have a good answer for you. I was at the end of a workout one day and decided to pop on YouTube Live for the for like the last couple sets, and yeah, I just popped it on, and I don't know, been doing it ever since. I'm not too plussed on making sure that it's the right thing to do. I feel like I do a lot of things technically in my life, and this doesn't have to be one of them. I put the strap button because I like the strap button here on my guitars personally, and if it doesn't come that way, literally you just take a drill a hole that's a smaller diameter than the than your strap button screw, and then screw it in. That's it. It's pretty easy. Glad I did YouTube because I've never used the other ones. Yeah, if I would have done Twitch, I wouldn't have met some of you people. I heard Twitch is kind of, I don't know if it's like a dumpster fire right now or what, but they kind of redid some rules and a lot of controversy and blah, 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 and I don't know. And also, I have a bunch of, not a bunch, I have some subscribers on YouTube and I don't have any on Twitch, and I don't know that people would follow me over to the other platforms. So I've had multiple people to tell me to stream on Twitch, but yeah, I'm good. I also use YouTube every day. All right, that's the last one. Yeah. The Philippines got popular online. Don't forget the Philippines. They supported you at the beginning of your entry. Yes, that one Filipino lady that came on and tried to get me to come to her house, and then when I was like, wait, I don't think I'm interested in that, she then said I was gay. Sorry, I've got to have my concentration face on for this part, you know? This is the part of the string winding where if you mess it up, there's really no going back. You kind of blow up the string and... I remember that. Yeah, Zach. That was interesting time. I was like, well, I'm not really looking to go to a stranger's house in a foreign country. And she was like, sorry, I misconstrued. I didn't realize you were gay. I was like, all right, well, that's a conclusion you can come to. That's fine. My son might disagree with you, but... Oh, anyways. Okay. Need that guitar drill ASAP. It looks so fun. It's pretty fun. Let's see if I can make sure that this doesn't... got some weirdos out there, that's for sure, Chris. She expected you to book first class ticket to the Philippines to get home. Imagine my partner would have something to say about that. So the first bit of playing on brand new strings, they will detune. Like, you just have to accept that. I just have a bad feeling one of these is gonna snap right on the that B string is always guy's like, ugh. I also kind of want to tune tonight to the Iris tuning by the Goo Goo Dolls. All right, so we're gonna play for a minute. It's gonna be super out of tune, a few strokes in, but that's okay. You're gonna have to bear with me, and then we'll tune up again. Thanks for the sub, appreciate that. Feel free to like the stream and sub if you feel like it, appreciate that. Loretta Lynn's cousin. I just saw some like viral video of Loretta Lynn's granddaughter maybe on some like singing competition, and she was just like, yeah, my my grandma's like a country singer, and they're like, oh, who's your grandma? And she's like, Loretta Lynn, and they're all like Luke Bryan and what was it, Lionel Richie maybe? They were both like, wait, what? It was pretty funny. And Settle Mine's Still Slipping Bit. Oh yeah, it does take a while. It's probably the nicest. You've never heard of Loretta Lynn? Probably the nicest guitar has sounded in a long time. These strings still need a little bit of lubricant though. Let's see, did I put it in here? I'm so disorganized. Oh, wait, no, yes, no. All right, guys, this is ridiculous. I don't know what the heck is happening to my... There it is, found it. Country singer. She's like one of the most famous country singers ever. I don't even like country music. All right, guys, we are all set with brand new strings. As you're gonna fall asleep. I just feel like this chord progression sounds sort of like constellations. Oh, you know what? I don't know why. The first time I ever played this open chord. So, if you know guitar, it's essentially your E major shape. Okay, but I play it with my middle ring and pinky finger because you slide up to your fifth fret, which is your A, but the same E major shape, 1 fret below that, and then 2 frets above that is your B, and they're open. So you let these strings ring, right? First time I ever figured out these chords, I was laying in a hammock many years ago, and I just played this over and over. And it was nighttime, and I was stargazing, so that's why I just realized, connected that. It's also the cold plate progression. And then to complete it, it would be E major, A open, B open, and then C minor. Our nighttime relaxing music. God-given gift to play the guitar. A lot of practice. What string gauge you use on guitar now? I don't know. I use... It doesn't say. I've tried all different string gauges. From One Direction. I don't think I look like anybody from One Direction, but at Soldier Queen, welcome to the stream. Elvis Presley was my first concert. Man, that's amazing. Good for you. I let my cigar go out again. You guys. And The Who, nice. Liam Payne is older than I am. You thought I was 32. Hey, don't put yours on me. You know, I need to learn Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd, but the only one I've been working on the solos for Comfortably Numb, but it doesn't go well on acoustic. It's terrible on acoustic. I've been absolutely loving dadgad tuning. If you've been on a guitar stream before, you've probably heard it. It's D-A-D-G-A-D tuning. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Zebra. That's cool. Sorry, I just lost myself. How long have I been playing? Like 15 years. Too long to be. I should be better after 15 years, but. Zebra, that's very true. Or, sorry, Chris, that's true. A lot of stories. Zebra, how old are you? Should we try to tune up to the iris tuning? Can you play Tasting Pets? Oh no, that's terrible. 57, awesome. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Do you guys know the iris tuning by the Goo Goo Dolls? I'll never keep this in tune. You need a different gauge of string. This is the weirdest tuning, guys. Just wait for this. If I break a string on this next one, that's why. This tuning is B, low B, low B, and then everything else is D. And this is why. Let's see if I remember. See, it's already crazy out of tune. Will you guys bear with me if this is out of tune? There you go. There's that's the weird iris tuning. Van Halen was a great concert. That sounds amazing. Let's tune back up to something reasonable. Should we do something in drop D? Somebody said drop D, I think. Yeah, Chris, you're saying drop D. What should we do in drop D? If Naz and Metric are trying to sleep, this is not a good thing to sleep to. Sorry, Naz. I also learned a really sick Ramstein riff. That does not go well on acoustic. How old is this guitar? 7 years old. Back to standard. It's not responsible for my wrist issues. Annoying grandma. Do a little head tilt dance with it? What does that even mean? As if I busted out the dance moves on stream, we'd go from a small YouTube channel to massive. Thank you, Metric. I mean, the neighbors are kind of spread out here. Cameroon right now. I don't know. It's a Aganorsa leaf, I guess. Rare leaf, Nicaraguan. The neighbors are usually fine with it. Actually, one of the neighbors stopped by. They're in their 60s to meet the new baby, and one of them was like, "We heard you're like good at guitar. Is that true?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness, who did you hear that?" So, and it was the ones that are like right here. So, but they're pretty far away. He's watching the World Series game. I can see it from his window there, so I don't think he's really too bothered by my guitar playing. Thanks for what, Metric? This is kind of a more countryside vibe. I heard that the neighbors have a bar that they go to by a golf course, I guess, around here, and they do open mic. And one neighbor that was like, that knows I play, she was like, "You have to come and play for everybody." Yeah, maybe I'll consider it. We'll see. Thanks for being amazing. Wow. chords. Chords. Right-handed. Very famous, but don't forget me. I am right-handed. I couldn't forget you guys. There's no way. You know, we get a pick on YouTube. A flat altered arpeggios 4 octaves, quarter note equals 132 beats per minute. No. Bob, I'm not that good at guitar. Maybe you're that good at violin, but you already play guitar, bro. You played this when I first found you playing right where you are. What was I playing? Metric? I don't see you a materialistic man. I don't think I am. I have a lot of material goods though. Well, not a lot, some. Foolish games. You mean wicked games? I don't know if I know foolish games. Oh, Bob, you got to keep it a little bit cleaner than that. I'm not going to show that comment. Boo, you scared me. That was my goal. Yes, wicked games. I'm not offended. I don't play much John Mayer though. That's about all the John Mayer I play, Bob. Bob, if you want to rephrase what you said to Naz, for Naz, you can go ahead. But it's gonna catch in the thing if you say exactly what you said. Yep, sounds good. We'll go with that. He has the pro of the guitar, but he has all the girls as well. I don't need all the girls, brother. What's up, man? How you doing tonight? John, welcome. It's been a minute. Why do I suddenly have a spider web that was attached to my guitar? Yeah, Zach, so this cutout is for the it's called the acoustic electric. So this you can plug into a 1/4-inch jack and play it out of out of an amp. And so this cutout is so that you can get your hand up to these frets, something a very good guitarist, present company excluded, could do and make use of very well. Like an electric guitar is going to have this cutout so you can play up here. If I didn't, I would only be able to play up till about here. So that cutout allowed people to play up into this region. Does that make sense? The crickets are a great vibe, aren't they? Yeah, it is a different kind of architecture for sure. It's not symmetrical. When I play acoustic, I much prefer the kind of the classic look, personally. The cave crickets? What are the cave crickets? Don't call my dog a cave cricket. I'm kidding. Naz, whatever. Doesn't work on symmetry. Your hair just sits there like that. Doesn't it? I know what you mean. Mahogany guitar, Zach, is inside. I finished doing the maintenance for it yesterday, so I needed to get this one in. Interesting is, so you guys know I kind of cut the tip of my middle finger off a few weeks ago, and it still hurts, and it hasn't been innervated yet. The nerves haven't grown back to the tip of my finger, so it's a little bit numb and pretty painful, but I can still kind of pick a little bit. Some have hair and some have stripes and jump a long way. It is a beautiful night here, guys. It's been lovely spending it with you guys, as usual. It's always nice to have a, a live stream where the trolls are few. And the regulars are here. For you in the gym, this is too relaxed vibe for me. I want you working hard. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you were on the stream earlier, Naz. I think you were. But I've gotten a couple workouts in non-streamed lately. Just so I could kind of plug into some music and really lock in. I'll get back to it at some point. Step on one barefoot. Good advice. Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't cut off completely too. Are you making fun of my gym sounds, Naz? Like I said, if you don't make sounds when you're lifting, like, what are you even doing? Yeah, it's just that I really want to prioritize getting into the gym, even though, you know, having the kid, finding time for the gym still. So they've been a little bit tight, but like I said, we'll get back into it. Oh, missed that completely. There we go. Michael. I have a garage gym. I've definitely done that with kids in the past, but he's only about 10 days old, so yeah. Yes, he does sleep quite a bit, that's for sure. That is for sure. Where you did the bathroom remodeling. Oh. Yeah, I was working in there today with my partner. We were painting the shiplap, last coat of paint. I installed the vanity and the faucets and the drain yesterday. So we have water running in there finally. So tomorrow I will get that completely done and the backsplash all glued up, and then also get the toilet installed tomorrow. So pretty excited about that. Should be doing pull-ups by day 11. Oh, that's awfully charitable to ask. Welcome, hello. Sounds kind of ridiculous on acoustic. Ugh. Thanks, Michael. Free coffee. So now you've done workout, guitar streams, bathroom remodel, painting, working on your car. Next you should do a McDonald's or coffee house stream. Ooh, that'd be kind of nice. A super chill coffee shop. I don't think the coffee shop would appreciate that though. Play less chill vibe for NASA. So goofy on acoustic. Ugh. Cooking stream, like post gym dinner meal after workout. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. First one will be of me doing cast iron skillet salmon. Beat It. Oh, you know, I started to learn Beat It, a writer, and I never finished it. I need to get back to that. Cook salmon, that's what I'm saying. I knew it, yep. Playing the Confederate anthem. Are you talking Crazy Trains? Nope. Nope. See ya. What's up, Sarah? Oh man, I learned it at some point. Can't remember it now. What is that? It is kind of hard. I mean, the fact that Eddie Van Halen played it is going to be... Yeah, Zach, I wish I would have caught that one sooner. Can't win them all. What else? Job. Torum, I do have a job, yes. Genetic scientist. Do you have a job? Yeah, I feel you, Zach. I'm a scientist. Dr. Zodiac. What does that mean? Torum, I'm jobless. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully it turns around for you. If you want a job anyways. Dr. Zodiac. Genetics. Your personality blends in so many ways, and you create your hobbies and interests as part of your life. Your scientist, she's calling me a nerd, doesn't determine who you are. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people make their identities about one thing, and they certainly have that obligation, or they have that, what's the word? Sorry, low sleep. They have that ability, I guess, to make their identities a singular thing like their jobs. I choose not to because, one, there's some things more important than my job. Mostly people. I kind of say, like, I'll do any job as long as it involves people, where you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can do that in really small ways. Like, people think you have to have this grandiose job to be able to make an impact on people's lives, but they don't realize that walking around downtown, or doing your fast food job, or whatever it may be, you can make an impact by the way that you talk to people. Your waitress or your waiter, that's bringing your food, talking to them in a way that makes their life, their day better and not worse. All those things they move the needle for sure. I'm thinking about going back to college. Alex did, and he's 34. No reason why I can't. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just not sure what I want to study. Yeah, I mean, if you find something that you are very interested in, you don't even have to be passionate about it, but if you're interested in it, that goes a long way. I just knew I liked science in high school, and so I picked that, thinking I was going to do federal law enforcement coming out of school, and that is not what I wanted to do by the time I graduated, and so here I am. Life's a journey. Favorite chord? Nitric, I'd have to say, I don't even know the name of it actually, which is embarrassing. It's an F derivative. So it's essentially, it's like an F chord, a non-barred F chord. Oh, sorry. So this would be an F major. But you could also play F if you didn't want to bar it like that. It just sounds a little bit more gutted. But then instead of just the F chord, you add another, was it a third, and your thumb on the F. So yeah, not a C7. I think that's a beautiful chord, so I'll play a progression that's, it does have, I think, a C add 9 with it. Then you can do a hammer-on. Catch up here. What I'm saying is sometimes the job determines the person, which I think can lead to burnout. Absolutely. I love your approach. I don't want nursing to determine me. Yes, I have more to offer. Thanks for the awareness. Yes, absolutely. Naz, that's to me that's hitting it on the head. You know, people are so complicated, and you're so much more capable as a human being than just what you do at your 9 to 5, or you're way more than that. You're way more of a complicated person than just your job. It's not to say you shouldn't try to find a job that you would like to do, because it is a big part of your life, but it's definitely a big one. Zebra, see ya. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to sub if you haven't subbed already. That'd be awesome. We do exercise workout streams for the most part. Every once in a while, guitar maintenance, and now guitar playing. Be diminished? No, it would have to be an F, because this is my bass, and this is an F. This is sort of an F, so I think it's a... I don't know what it is. It's some F derivative. If you figure out what it is, I would love to know. Plus, I'm getting burnt out at my job. During the holidays, we get more packages. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, I know the holidays for package delivery can get kind of crazy. No, I keep hearing sounds, and I think it's the deer, Naz. Pascal, bonjour. Ça va? Enchanté. Je m'appelle l'eccentric scientist. I think it is an add 9. I think you're right. It might be an, I think it is an F add 9. You're exactly right, because it wouldn't be a suspended chord. I think it is an add 9 chord. Pascal, un peu, je français très mal. Do a crazy dance for 30 seconds with some crazy tune. I think you need to go to bed. I'm kidding. You can do whatever you want. Taka. Easy strumming chords, what would they be? Yeah, I would learn the basics, I would say. You could play tens of thousands of songs if you learn G. I like to play this with my ring finger. So G, D, gotta learn it. I mute the bottom 2 strings with my thumb here. Say A major, E major. It's gotta be deer over there. E major, and then C. So G, D, C, E major. And then if you're getting really froggy and you feel like practicing bar chords, which are tough, F major and B minor. So there you go. My guitar is a Yamaha acoustic electric dreadnought. I don't know what the, so I'm chilling, it's 2 a.m. Crazy night owl. I am, abonné à vous? I don't know what that is, sorry. Duvet boa. Nitric, I have not heard of that, sorry. Yeah, this is my second guitar ever. My first guitar was a Yamaha as well, but I prefer to play my Orangewood Ava Mahogany. But I just wanted to play this because I almost never play it, and I needed to do a lot of conditioning, change the strings, so that's what the stream earlier was. At last, I'm in bed and not getting pissed in a dirty club. Hey, there you go, Naz. Oh. There you go. My partner has a classical guitar, nylon string, but I never play it. She doesn't either. Fender Starcaster acoustic. Oh, cool. Yeah, like nylon. I'll tell you what, I'll take these chill nights over getting drunk in a club any day. Also, I hate parties. I think the action's right about right. I don't like a super, super low action because you get a lot of fret buzz if it's pretty low. So I think the action's, it's a little bit high on this one. My Orangewood is probably about perfect, but I'm not too concerned about it. Freedom Effect, I don't have any guitar originals. I have like chord progressions I'll play that are original. That's not very hard. Originals on piano for sure. I've played piano for 20 years, so. Yeah, so for an acoustic guitar, it's a lot harder to lower the action. Essentially, you have to take this nut off and sand it down slightly until you take some material off the back of it, reinstall your strings, and that in essence lowers your action. You might be able to do a truss rod adjustment, which is inside here too, to flex the neck, but yeah, that gets really tricky because as you change the bow of the neck, you affect the intonation, which is playing E here and playing E here. So it might be in tune here, but it might not be here. You want them to be perfectly in tune no matter where you play on the neck. Are you feeling cold? Oh no, not really. It's cooled down a little bit here. But it's still very pleasant. That's not very many. Omar, I don't know Twisted Sister, sorry. If you know all the sounds the guitar makes combinations, can you theoretically play any song or tune? No, that's not a dumb question at all, Zach. The answer is complicated. So you can know all of the notes on the guitar, and that would help to learn a song, but really you're still relying on your ear and the theoretical knowledge behind the song. So, you know, for instance, like a lot of songs use the same progression. So like, what does this sound like? Oh, wait. Sounds like any Ed Sheeran song ever, but it sounds a lot like Perfect, right? Or at least a little bit like Perfect. But once you figure out like this chord progression, those 4 chords, you could play a Pink song if you wanted to. Perfect, not Perfect, yeah, it is Perfect, Effing Perfect by Pink. That's dumb and whack. Yeah, it's true, Naz. What is that? Hitting the guitar to produce the bass and hitting the strings like shh sound. The pick? You talking about my guitar pick? Is that what you mean? Nice Zippo, brother. Thank you. I think music's very suck if you can find the root note. I think most of the time you can learn how to play the song. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. I appreciate that, Naz. What's the same thing with what's that Green Day song? Good Riddance. Oh, you know what? I think it is played up here. It depends if I know it. I'm not good enough to like, oh yeah, I know that song, and then just like play it on the spot. Oh, forgot that we went out here. Unter Coulter Wall. I haven't heard of them. The plectrum, but hitting the guitar with the palm of your hand to produce a bass sound while playing the guitar. Oh, yeah, some people are able to kind of have percussive sounds that they use their hand to make on the guitar, which is part of the reason I really love acoustic. So for instance, I know I've gone to light this up, but I haven't again. Like this song, it was the outro song for a Netflix documentary called Making Murder. Random, I know, but it's a great acoustic song because you can put so much character from the guitar, the steely sound of the string. If you hit it hard enough, you get kind of a little bit of a buzz if you want, and hitting the actual bridge can make a sound. think I know any Britney Spears. The song I was thinking about was Dust in a Baggie by Billy Strings. I've never even heard of that artist before. Sorry. I wish I had. People that can just like listen to a song and play it have massive theoretic knowledge of music that very few people have. It takes a long time, many years of practice, thousands and thousands of hours of practice. And yeah, I don't. I'll probably never be at that because yeah, I don't have the time to devote or the willpower really to learn that much. My friend is romantically brought over a guitar from there, and I thought it was acoustic guitar. It was amazing. Never heard an acoustic guitar like that before. Cool. I don't know any classical songs. I know a lot of classical on piano. That was my my first instrument and the one that I'm quite a bit better at than guitar. But no classical on acoustic. No, I do not inhale cigar. From Mexico, and you brought a guitar from Mexico, acoustic. Cool. Mr. Air, the only thing I've been periodically working on is slow dancing in a burning room. And it doesn't sound great on acoustic. John Mayer can make it sound great on acoustic, but I cannot. Mayer is definitely above my my ability to play. Play an Indian style melody. Naz, you'd have to give me like a name of a song, and then I'd have to see if I could learn it for a subsequent stream. I'm definitely down. I would love to, but I would have to have some reference point for sure. Black rectangle. Black rectangle. What is the black rectangle on the side of the... oh, this thing? Is this what you're talking about? This is the 9-volt battery that goes in to power the electric portions of it. Yeah. This allows me to tune up treble, bass, and mid, and volume, and onboard tuner. All right, we're not leaving here until I get 30 likes. It's been a 2-hour stream, but oh man, it's about time for me to head in. That's weird. Because I want to feel like a badass. I don't think smoking guitar makes you a badass. I enjoy the taste of them, so I have them periodically at best. I don't think doing any certain thing makes you a badass. That's silly. I'm not saying that's what that you're saying. That's why is somebody just sitting there? I know they just turned off their lights. You're not drinking enough out with deer? Bollywood instrumental music. I'll have to look it up. It's not deer, it's somebody in a car that pulled up and turned off their lights, which is atypical for... Oh, that was too major sounding. Dance. No, I don't. Mr. Air, good to have you. Thank you. Appreciate the sub. Longest streams you've ever done. Yeah, that is for sure. My dog is in there sitting inside, chilling out. Speaking of, should I let my dog out to go investigate that car? What do you think? We'll put Sammy on it. Give me a second. She's stalking. All right, I'm gonna take a walk, guys. Hang on a sec. It's just very unusual for somebody to do what they're doing there. Gonna lace up first here. I feel like a sitting duck here because I got the light on me, so literally anyone in the neighborhood could look over and see, and for them to just pull up in front of my house is very weird. Make sure get the running shoes going if you have to have them, you know? It's never good to have untied shoes when weird stuff is happening. Take the guitar with me as a weapon. Sammy is my weapon. She's been with me through worse. There we go. Good job, Sammy. Good job. Yeah, she's alerted on him now. Good job, Sammy. Be right back, guys. used to live in a neighborhood where it was literally constantly being cased for theft. So oh, nothing happened. Yeah, everything's okay. But if you get the feeling that your area is being cased, it's best to go out and make sure that they know that you see them, and you make non-aggressive contact with them, just so they know that you can identify them, because nobody that's casing a neighborhood wants to be very clearly seen. So I'm not saying that this person is casing the neighborhood, but in the case that they are up to no good, it's probably a good idea to go take a walk. So I just took a walk and make sure they knew that I saw them very clearly. I know what they're driving. And yeah, fun stuff. And Sammy too. But I don't know why at 11 o'clock at night a big old Suburban would come and sit essentially in my driveway. All right. No parties, Zach. We did take the boy to a trunk or treat today, which was super fun. So yeah, but other than that, not much planned, to be honest. Good girl, Sammy. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. How's it going? What science do you do? Genetic science. I work on instruments that sequence DNA, amongst other things. Human identification, stuff like that. Jeff, what's up? You have gorgeous hair. What do you use? Just a little hair, what is it called? Paste? Pomade? Not pomade. Gang. What's up? Find anything good down there, Sammy? Yeah, just keep it clean. And then fiber. Fiber? I don't know. Can you tell that I care a lot? Every day. I wash it every day, which I know is not good for hair, but yeah. Jeff, you didn't realize I had a dog until now? It's natural beauty. Everybody's beautiful in their own right. Well, I am surprised how many people have, with FML. Oh, what? I got it. WTH, FML. Got it. Interesting. I'm going to a Halloween party for the first time ever. My friends invite me to go. This is for Halloween. No drinks for me though. Yeah. Halloween parties can be cool. They can also get kind of froggy in a weird way. I went to one, a work Halloween party one time. And it's weird going to parties with coworkers, especially Halloween parties, because for some reason people act different at parties, especially when there's alcohol involved. And so it was interesting. Some of the costumes were definitely not what I wanted to have in my skull for working with colleagues, if you know what I'm saying. work on a body engine. Body engine. Mr. Shadow, do you mean a car? I've pulled a Jeep engine before. I've worked on a Jeep engine, and I've done a lot of other mechanical stuff. Have you ever hooked up with a coworker? No. Nope. That, under almost every circumstance, that's probably not a wise decision. Would you believe me if I said I've never been to a bar either? Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of people haven't. I hadn't been to a bar until a couple years ago, and even then, I'm not big into the alcohol stuff. So, yeah, it's been like over a month since I've had a drink. So, my friend is wearing a Jedi suit out there, and he loves it. Nice. That's awesome. Mixed bag of people in this live today, but all in all, positive and balanced. I think I didn't want to mess with you today when you were playing your guitar. Oh, they didn't want to mess with me. I thought you meant you, Naz, and I was like, that's just not, that doesn't seem on brand. Only walk through bars to get other side of restaurant. Other than that, no bars. Yeah, bars are, I don't know. There's a whole culture around alcohol too that I don't understand. I hope you have a wonderful night as well, the rest of your stream. Love your beard too. Okay, appreciate it. I've been working on it for an indefinite amount of time. Bro, which place? What, PC Tech, what do you mean which place? Naz, when are you coming back? That is a great question. Oh, this should be interesting. Ah, I see what happened. All right, makes sense. Naz, I don't know when I'm coming back. I have a workout tomorrow, and I will try to stream it. I'm doing probably a chest, back, and legs workout. So. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. There you go. Didn't use the capo, sorry. Sacrilege. R.I.P. Phil Lesh. I don't know him, sorry. Hopefully he rests in peace. I think there was somebody was waiting on another person to... She's currently doing her... Okay, alright. You're really bothered, aren't you? Come on, come on. Come on, come on. What's up? What's up? Come here, come here. Come here, come here. Alright, let's go inside. Go, go. Come on. Good job. I didn't want to keep her out here too long because there is a house right over there that they have a dog and they don't contain their dog, and it runs around sometimes. Sammy never leaves the property. I've trained her on it. No matter what happens, she will not leave. But that's not so with their dog. So I want to make sure that she's good to go in case the dog comes running out. I understand you have a large... Psst, psst. Hey. You can't be yelling in there. The boy's sleeping. Hey, you're okay. Zach, it depends if you've had any alcohol before and you know what you like. If you're looking for something that's pretty inoffensive, I think a whiskey sour is a great drink. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of like on the border between something pretty sweet and fruity, and it's delightful. Oh, it has an egg yolk. Well, actually, not an egg yolk, an egg white to make it frothy, but they make it with aquafaba, which is the, it sounds gross, but it's actually pretty good. The water in chickpeas, canned chickpeas, you can kind of get the same vibe from it. So you could ask for that. If it was a real fancy bar, they might be able to do a vegan whiskey sour. Otherwise, what else could you do being a vegan that was pretty inoffensive? A gin and tonic is pretty inoffensive. It's kind of an old drink. If you know you like gin, that's great. Otherwise, a vodka tonic's pretty good too. Just my 2 cents. Literally the only sane person on YouTube live. Shut the live and get home. Yeah, I do need to get out of here. Yes, 100% the only sane person on live at Gates. Weird. She's a little over 4 years old. Yeah, Zach, of course. Do you believe in aliens and stuff like that? I kind of joke that I have, if there's anything I have cognitive dissonance about, it's about extraterrestrial life and whether or not it exists. Taking all things out of account, which is to say, like, in my guts, do I think that aliens exist? Based on the expanse of the universe, it seems silly to think that we're the only ones. But then on the other side, with the amount of technology that we have, to not have really good, robust accounts that are verified by multiple sources concurrently seems impossible. And so I don't know. I think it'd be cool if there was, but I don't know for sure. I'm not going to dress up though, so it won't be the end of the world if I don't go. Peer pressure to get a drink. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like if you're not, I don't know. I never encourage people to drink alcohol, to be honest, or do anything really. Like you can make your own choices, whatever speaks to you and whatever you feel like makes up for a good time. I also don't say like, don't ever do this one thing. What's right for me in my life is not necessarily correct for everybody. So I don't, I don't, everyone's kind of got to find their own path, but I don't ever like encourage people to drink alcohol. I'll have a drink here and there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I would say. It's also weird. It's weird, going to a bar. Like if you're trying to meet somebody, it can be helpful for that. But then you also realize like the people that are hanging out at a bar are the people that will hang out at a bar, and that sounds obvious, but if you're like trying to find somebody that's living really clean and like they're all about hiking and all that, like, I mean, you're probably not going to find them at a bar. So if you're trying to find somebody, I always recommend going and doing things that you like to do that involve a community, and then trying to make friends. That's what yeah. Do I believe in life after death? Oh, this is borderline Nas politics and religion. let me think about that for a second. Just going to try to enjoy myself, but I'm still nervous. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the gym. Like a lot of people, they don't go to the gym because of social anxiety. And some people that have gone to the gym, they have this attitude like, it's no big deal, just get in there, like people are nice. And it's like, yeah, but social anxiety is a big deal. Like, even if it's sort of low level, social anxiety is a real thing. And so, especially at a bar where like the whole thing is to be social, when I travel for work, sometimes I like to go find like locally owned places, coffee shops, restaurants, every once in a while a bar. But I even still feel a little bit weird because I'm traveling alone, solo, and if I just sit at a bar and throw open the laptop to start working, it signals something else to people. If you sit at a bar specifically, and so I don't really do that very much. If there's a bar and I want to drink and I want to work, I'll sit at a table and not the bar and order a drink. And that kind of helps take some of the social pressure off. So you could do that. Go chill out at a restaurant that has a bar, and then just when the waiter comes around, just say, hey, I'm just doing drinks tonight. They don't care. And that way it takes a little bit of that social anxiety aspect out of it a little bit. Yeah, nitric. I'm not. I don't quite understand the whole vodka thing. I'm not a big vodka person, but it's totally something that people love. Everyone has their preferences. Vodka martini is something you could try. Yeah, you could. Martinis are pretty stout. They're high alcohol content usually, so maybe not. I'd go for a rum drink too, if you're not like really into drinks. Sometimes a little fruitier rum drink can be really nice. Saw you in a bar test in the Philippines. You're enjoying an espresso martini. Yeah, in the Philippines. What would be a drink in the Philippines? I would say sake, but I don't think that applies. I think that's more Japanese. I don't look for love, I let it find me and let it flow as naturally and organically. Yeah, that's also a great way to do it. Yeah, some people force it, especially guys. Guys will be like, I want to go out and like find somebody, and then they get kind of creepy and pushy, and it's not good. There's a thin line between being trying to sort of achieve a goal and like get after it, and being like unnecessarily persistent. It's like a pretty big turnoff for a lot of people. Alex is actually going to a party too, but not Halloween related. They don't celebrate Halloween in Romania. Oh, interesting. It's where Dracula is from. Oh, if you've never read Dracula, highly recommend it. Love that book. It's amazing. Bram Stoker wrote Dracula, and it's a great book. Nitric, it depends on the split. Push-pull legs. I think that's my favorite split, but I've been kind of getting away from it, doing a modified upper-lower lately. Yeah. I think it's for his college. That was quite the deadfall. Yeah, don't get into frat shit for sure. I think it's for his college. Wait, Naz, what were you doing in the Philippines? Mr. Shadow, can you ever see your dreams in detail and remember? Yeah, all the time. I have some pretty interesting dreams. Always have, really. I don't always remember them very well. If I wake up and then I try to recall them, it's a little bit more concrete, but I definitely, there have been times where I've been able to recall dreams pretty well. Naz, there are a lot of different interpretations of what am I typing, dude? Are you in India? There are a lot of different ways to go for like life after death and stuff like that. I make an exception for this stream. You guys know we don't talk about politics or religion, a lot, but it is my stream after all. I can talk about what I want to talk about. So, feeling froggy tonight. Yeah, a lot of different ways you can go for that sort of thing. You know, you have sort of like the Richard Dawkins, like pretty hardcore atheists. You know, a lot of people are in that camp, but even a lot of atheists are not nearly as hardline as Richard Dawkins in terms of that level of atheism and naturalism, all the way to, you know, really, really complicated sort of religion-based modes. I think of like, you know, Buddhism and Hinduism and things like that, where pretty complicated reincarnation and things like that. So what I would say about it is I can never see myself not being spiritual. And I know that sounds, people aren't, some people that I've met don't seem to be able to hold the fact that I'm a scientist in my work, and but also spiritual. We don't have to get into like all of the details about that necessarily, but I can't really ever see myself being fully like naturalistic, I guess is what I'm saying. I think there's always something to be explored and discovered, and part of human existence is never knowing everything about it. And so I personally, I don't require anyone else to think like I do, as you guys know that have been around on the stream for longer than a stream or two. But you know, I can't really see myself not being spiritual. So yeah, that's what I would say about that. Yeah, let me catch up on the comments here. I was in the Philippines enjoying food and saw you sitting at a bar alone. I'm not sure what your intentions were. I have not read Berserk, Nitric. Is it good? Kelly, what is your stream about? Ask the people in here. We don't know. I mean, I mostly stream my workouts. Sometimes I do guitar maintenance and play guitar on stream. Sometimes I do bathroom remodel and car work on stream. So it just depends. Whatever I feel like. It makes me a terrible YouTuber. I don't have a niche, which probably means I'll never have a serious subscriber number, because people don't like multifactorial content, really, psychologically, in terms of like algorithms and social media. You guys do, because we're all chilling, and the regulars, we know each other and we have a good time and we have good conversations and all that. So there's definitely a place for it. But Kelly, that's my answer to your question. Welcome to the stream. British but ethnic Asian. He was jamming a few moments ago on his guitar, and now he's yapping on what we comment. Yeah, true. I stream about a combination of things: guitar stream, scientists, gym workouts, and positive chats. Doesn't discuss politics, religion in the Philippines, as we just talked about. Borderline religious stuff. I'm spiritual, Alex is atheist. Ooh, that's hard to make congruent. Not impossible, but can't really blame him. His country is very religious, which is fine. Yep, Romania for sure. But I can see why we'll turn his back on religion for his sake. Yeah. I'm not worried about it, Zach. Yep. Everyone's got their own experiences. Some people that grew up religious maintain their religion. Other people absolutely despise it and they walk away. Other people grew up atheist and decided to be spiritual at some point. So the whole of human existence is very complicated, and everybody's very different. So yeah, Berserk is peak. You should read it. It's a manga and also has anime based on it. Uh-oh, Nitric, you lost me with the anime. We've talked about it before. Oh, appreciate the sub, Kelly. Thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, we've talked about anime before. I just can't wrap my head around it quite yet. Debbie, what's up? Mr. Shadow, I would love to draw. It's on my to-do before I die list. I kind of started drawing a few years back in 2017. I picked up a sketchbook and started practicing, and then got away from it because I had other things that I really needed to spend my time doing. And so, yeah, I would love to at some point to pick up drawing. I will one day, as long as I can hopefully live long enough. I will get into it when I decide to forsake some of my other hobbies and spend some time drawing. I found it a little bit therapeutic, but I'd like to be better at it for sure. Do you ever have Melkmer? I don't know what that is. Sorry. Nitric, are you into philosophy? Maybe. I guess a little bit. Not intensely so. I think everyone in a way is a philosopher, even the people that hate philosophy. You kind of have to contend with certain things unless you just like refuse to have any quiet moments. But everybody has quiet moments, and they consider their existence. So in a way, everyone has to contend with philosophy, what it means for you. And I don't get crazy into it, you know, Nietzsche and Pascal's wager and all that, but it can be helpful too. Any baby news? Not really. Chilled at a little trunk or treat today with the little guy, which was really fun. But yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling. Drawing's fun. Oh, cool, Mr. Shadow. You want to teach me how to draw? Very therapeutic, nature so beautiful. Naz, I didn't know you knew how to draw. That's crazy. More artistic than athletic. I'm definitely the opposite of that, Zach. I can pretty quickly pick up on athletic stuff. I played sports all growing up and was pretty good at assimilating to whatever. I'm pretty good at picking up on stuff physically, but I don't got time for that now. Just work out. That's it. And I don't even know. I wouldn't even really say that's athletic. If you're doing real athletic moves like Olympic lifts, like Naz doing some snatches or hang cleans and stuff like that, running the gambit for the different lifts. But you guys know what my streams are like. So, Christopher, sorry I didn't see your question. Oh, was it a long time ago? I don't see a question from you, Christopher. Sorry. Won't be too good though. Not a good teacher. Now he's shifted his legs. Oh, I'm worried what your question is now. Just know how to draw basic things, but it's sitting down and just drawing and coloring that I find therapeutic. Awesome. That sounds great. That's yeah, that sounds awesome. Oh, well. Guys, I'm glad we rehabbed this guitar together. I did not expect to be on a 3-hour live stream. Good grief. But I'm happy to have spent it with you guys. Yeah, Zach, I'm with you. Very interested in my legs. I know, these are my legs. Most everybody has them. If your question was about my legs, I don't know what to tell you, man. My leg routine is... No. Physical altercation. Not one that I felt like my life was threatened, if that's what you mean. You have a channel that you draw on. This is this one? Cool. Oh, jeez, Uh-oh, we have a message held for review. Oh, okay, I will show this one. It's profane. What the hell? Okay, that was weird. It's profane, but it's not inappropriate. Have you ever fucked someone up or otherwise? Physically, no. There are very few reasons to fight. There are very, very few reasons to fight, especially in an wow, little thing fell off. Especially in an uncontrolled sort of altercation. I've been in many situations that that I chose to walk away from because in nearly every case, it's not worth fighting for. There are some cases where it absolutely is, and I absolutely will. But almost every case is involves outsized ego or unnecessarily hurt feelings, and yeah, there's actually one a few weeks ago. I was with a coworker in several states away. We were working together, and we went to a lounge that night, and stuff really popped off, and there was a fight. People were getting pushed, glass, drinks were thrown and glass was broken and all of that. And my role in those sorts of moments are observation and de-escalation is almost always the best route. And ensuring that more or less people stay ultimately safe at the end of the event. And it, like I said, it almost never involves fighting. It almost never makes sense. Now, if somebody is, if there's a real threat to your own, a real threat, not an ego threat, a real threat to yourself or to your family or to people around you that you really care about, or to strangers that deserve deserve respect in a way that they could be seriously injured or killed, that's a different story. So that's what I would say about that. Sorry, I love playing up with the trolls. It's funny. Yeah, that's the first leg troll. That's for sure. I don't even think he commented. I don't know what he was talking about. Play Country Roads. Let's see. More conflict resolution than fighting. Yeah. It's hard to imagine him fighting anyone. When we talked about makeup, like the whole, as you asked, if men preferred women more natural or with makeup, and we had that whole conversation in the middle of a workout on stream about it, and I brought up the book that referenced the main character as the best man for this world and a good man for any world. I think that kind of comes into play where it's like, that would be the best man for this world would be the supreme I'm not saying this is me. This is what I would aspire to be, right? This is not me tooting my own horn here. But the best man is one who can be the best diplomat in a high octane situation, to be able to bring down tensions and avoid a fight and potentially life-altering situations, but also somebody who would be able to flip the switch and human crayon someone's face on some asphalt if they threatened your family. Is that too graphic? Sorry if that's graphic. See ya, Debbie. Good to have you on here. Kelly, thanks for joining. Appreciate the sub. Oh, I didn't play. I see, Debbie. Here's your country roads. Can't imagine a violent scientist. Hey, we come in all stripes, you know? But yes, anyways, the best man for this world and a good man for any world. That'd be the ideal, I think. So yeah, anyways, don't fight. It's not worth it, especially out on the street. De-escalate it, walk away, check the ego, let it go, just let it go. That's what I would say about that. All right. Do you have neighbors? Somewhere, Debbie. They're around here somewhere. From Nick, Schwans would be awesome if you played a song of him. I'll have to look him up, King. I don't... Oh, PB, you were joking? Sorry. Best man would be a loyal, not a cheater, not an eye-wander, funny, empathetic, emotionally intelligent, educated, good family morals, respectful, pride, self-respect, kind, thoughtful. Yeah, I mean, that's... that would be it. Yeah, Shadow, feel free. I'll definitely check it out. I did forget how much I like this guitar with the boomy bass. The hammering was cool, yeah. I love that, the G chord hammer. That is the Yamaha FGX 800C. It is the sticker that denotes what it was, what model it is, I guess, Zach. I like double stop hammer-ons. Makes a good E minor with the G shape. It's kind of cool sound, Nitric. Thought it was a post-it note. Oh no. Yeah, I put a post-it note inside all of my guitars. Gives a certain airy flappiness to it, you know. Naz, I'm surprised you didn't put likes Filipino women in your best man for this world. Seems like that should be a criteria, you know. Nitric, not really on guitar. There are so many songs I need to learn to make my technique a lot better on guitar. I've written some piano songs though. What is that? Oh, that's, I just realized, I was thinking that was the Farmer's Insurance. It's the K Jewelers theme. Every kiss begins with K. It's so dumb. Oh, that's terrible. Johnny, clearly you haven't been here before. I don't sing on stream. Stream count would drop to 0. Well, maybe 2. I think Zach and Naz would stay so they could mock me in perpetuity. I should learn some Bob Dylan. I think, oh no, I'm thinking Billy Joel. Who sings We Didn't Start the Fire? Is that Billy Joel or Bob Dylan? Can you tell my music IQ is terrible? Alright, this is the last lullaby for any of you UK people who have stayed up all night, essentially. Ridiculous. And for those of us in the United States or elsewhere. I don't even think I know the Teletubbies. Diesel la la poo? What is that? Riders on the Storm, I can add it to the list. Naz is on crack? Probably. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Absolutely does crack on a Saturday night, Sunday morning. Oh, those are the names of the Teletubbies? I did not know that. Diesel is one of them? Diesel being a Teletubby name would be hilarious. Lollapalooza Diesel. Big joint crack listening to the cars. Yeah. Checks out. It's Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe. Why? This should not be something. Well, I'll put my judgmental self away. Harmonics. Oh, there's some bright lights. Can't even see now. Reminds me of a meme I saw. It changed their names to Ho, Tipsy, and something else. What? Tinky Winky is cannot answer when you say you're spiritual. You're talking about the energy side of it. I'm talking about the soul side of it. You're talented with the card. Appreciate it, Johnny. Thank you. I suppose energy could be a way of describing it. I love palm muting. Sammy is just staring at me through the door. Alright guys, I am going to kick out of here, clean up all my stuff. As always, it has been yeah, it's been nice hanging out with you guys. All of the regulars that have come and gone, I hope they're sleeping well. All of these strangers that have come and gone, hello. We don't know you, maybe we will one day. And for those of you crazy enough to hang out for a 3-hour plus live stream, going on 4 hours. My phone is almost dead. The battery is low. And yeah, always appreciate the regulars coming on here and hanging out. Zach, Naz, you guys are G's. I wish you all the best. Naz, get some sleep, for goodness sake. And Zach, I hope you get a good night's sleep. Those of you that have joined us for the first time, thanks for the subs. Hope to see you again sometime. Tomorrow, hopefully get a live stream in for a workout where apparently those of you that like to hear me grunting, making weird sounds, and putting myself voluntarily through pain for my own benefit and for yours, mock me tomorrow. Naz, I'm talking about you. Nitric, stud dude with a guitar and smokes cigars and is a scientist. But, yep, that's part of me, for sure. Johnny, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Yep, stay safe to you, too. Longest by far, I think. Yeah, that's for sure. Amazing, crazy night. Thanks for the fun night. I'll be continuing to smoke my crack joint, and so I'm here for 3 hours. Yep. Yep. You enjoy your illicit substances, Naz. We all know that you're a crack addict, so best of luck to you. Hope to see you on the next one. Zach, good to see you. Good luck with the Halloween party if I don't see you guys in between. And what else? That's it. As always, a pleasure. You guys are awesome. Come back next time. Have a good rest of your night. Sweet dreams, everybody. See ya.